Eventually, I'd like to play more, but I don't know. I was under the impression that the Archie wasn't being maintained, so I hadn't really looked into it because I wanted it to be maintained. But if it's all currently up to date, then I might have to do that at some point. In the meantime, I'm actually like currently BK'd in Archie. So until I have more checks, I am continuing my vanilla Noita.
Love it.
So once it's working out, oh nice. I know Queen mentioned they didn't have to down patch, and I was under the impression that you did need to down patch, so like I think I just have old information.
Hmm.
The new one you wouldn't. Okay, yeah. So I only knew about the older one. There was an update that happened that I didn't know about.
You're kidding. All this to get to a room I've already been in.
Yay! If there's one thing that's better than being in a room for the first time, it's being in a room for the second time.
You're so right.
That's just math.
That's mine. You're kidding.
I am. It's true.
Ah! Ah. I don't know if there's actually any checks this way. Hmm.
Smells.
I think these are any different. Nope. Yeah, it's just gonna make me. Oh. That was close. Okay, there's nothing else in the underbelly anyway. God. see. Oh boy. That's not a way out. Empty Bailey. Is one check in logic in the Empty Bailey.
Alright, I've got stuff that needs doing. So later.
Adios.
Later. There's nothing in the library that is strictly in logic.
This doesn't look like Archie. Are you sure? You can
That's
clearly
the
see
secret, Eddie.
pseudo regalia on the screen right now.
Yeah. Pseudo Rook Gallia.
Wait, no, but no, because it's not Rat Gallia, because Rat's not the one playing it.
I said Rook. Pseudo Rook Gallia.
Oh, wow, I just did not hear you correctly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You're just so primed for it to be Pseudo Rat Gallia.
I think so. I think my brain just the R sound came after and everything. I don't know, but I am currently fully BK'd in Archie. So I decided that while I'm BK'd, I'll just work more on my vanilla playthrough. I already got to catch back up to where I was last night before I accidentally touched myself. So,
Whoa.
like, that's gonna take some time. Yeah, Starwolf had to go do stuff.
I don't think there's anything in logic in this room. No.
You did what? I mean, listen, it was very obvious. Like, I very clearly touched myself with gold and became gold.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of ended the run. So now I gotta go back. I gotta get back. But I decided I would go down a little bit first before I go back up. Just because there's some stuff that I know was lower, and I'm like, maybe taking some of that stuff down might be helpful. Take back up, rather.
Why? Fine. I'll do it the right way.
Ender is probably doing test stream because, I mean, he technically could stream very early, but he's trying to figure out bitrate stuff. Ender really wants to stream at like the highest possible quality, like that he can get away with. And because he dual streams on YouTube, like YouTube actually lets you stream at really high quality. So he's trying to see he's having some issues, but the issues that are mostly been like Twitch related. So he's not sure, but he was trying to see about maybe reducing his quality stuff. Does he know about bandwidth test equal true? Probably. So he was the one, remember when I said I forgot about something and then I linked it to you? He was the last one I had linked it to before linking it to you. When there was when there was various test stuff,
Oh.
like the test website and whatnot.
This looks oddly familiar.
That's the secret about pseudo. A lot of it looks oddly familiar. Kind of what makes it difficult to remember where you are.
Yeah.
Hi, dudes. What you doing down there? Aw, you're just dying and giving me your gold. That's so kind of you both.
Hello.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's raining Polly. Did you know that? Did you know it was raining Polly? Anyone know? Ah! There's more Polly! God, Jesus.
Even... Yeah, I do. Hmm.
What are you doing? Why is there a water container here? Like, I know these are up north. They're... But why... Why here?
I'm not completely mapless, Deadly. I just don't have an in-game map. So I don't, like, know for a fact which room I'm in. But I do still, like, kind of know which room I'm in, just from having played so much.
Why does this cocoon look weird?
Except for all the rooms that I don't remember being in.
Oh, it just had powder on it? What powder did you have on you?
There we go.
Hi, Ollie. You are right
bone
all
dust.
up in my face.
There will be no kicking. It will only be clinging.
R.I.P. lack of kick. Have you considered
It's okay.
having kicks?
No.
Well, bold.
I don't remember if I turned on the option to separate kicks.
Ooh. I hope you did, because that's honestly one of the coolest things about Rando versus Vanilla.
Yeah.
Split kicks and split cling gem I think are really cool.
Split cling gem? What?
Yeah.
Oh, for number of
yeah, for the number
clings.
of yeah.
Sorry, Egg. I'm gonna have to hit you. Won't kill you though. I refuse.
Imagine doing Archie as your first pseudo. I mean, honestly, Archie as your first pseudo would not actually be that drastically different from pseudo as your first pseudo. Like, the game doesn't play like a traditional Metroidvania. It just plays like a randomizer. Like,
With
like
how
a
many
lot.
sequence breaks you can do, yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess that the only difference is that the logic, like the logic of Vanilla is a tiny bit different, but like
Out of my face.
it's a very minor thing. I think if you made a simpler logic, because the rando does expect you to be somewhat familiar with like how you can move about, and the rando expects you to again know about the breakable wall at the beginning.
Which I
So if you
don't
like
know
removed
if
those two
Eddie
elements,
knows about.
what?
I don't know if Eddie knows about the breakable wall. 'Cause I didn't.
Eddie played pseudo,
So.
right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean it remembers the specific breakable wall in the.
Well, but
Specific
like you
early
break
area.
out, so that wall you like discover when you go there. Like
I don't remember that wall being there. I definitely didn't know you could break it from the inside.
I know about it
I
because
think I broke it from the other side.
Yeah, because in vanilla, that's what you do. You learn about that by
Yeah.
breaking from the other side. And most people don't even realize that it actually is just breakable, like, all the time. Like, when you start
Yeah,
a new vanilla
that's what I
file,
didn't
that
know
is a
about,
breakable wall. But there's just no, like, tell for it. Oh.
Okay. Library. Go out this way.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know. Yeah. You're playing... Yeah, when you're playing vanilla, it's not clear what and what is not in logic. Exactly. Spock, that's what I'm saying. Like pseudo, it doesn't have level design that's particularly made to showcase items, like the abilities either. So honestly, like vanilla just is not all that different from rando. Like, the experience is mostly the same. I think that if you just made it so that, if you made it so that, you weren't required to break that wall, then someone would have basically the same experience. Where did this wand... Oh, somebody must have sent me a wand. I was like, where did this wand just come from? I wasn't paying attention. Wait, no, but I'm not playing Archie. Where did this wand come from?
Where did this wand come from?
Where did this wand come from? Did I just not notice a wand here?
Wands.
I must just not have noticed a wand here. Okay.
There's a check there that's apparently technically obtainable, which is insane to me. I will not be obtaining this check.
Ooh. So many areas felt consistent and not like it stressed individual movement. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is one of the things where, like, you know, like, a lot of great games are made with a lot of constraints on them. And, like, Pseudo was made for a game jam for originally. And, like, really, they just created a bunch of fun a bunch of areas for movement. And then, like, had a movement kit to get around everywhere. And then they just placed the items around and were like, okay, you could probably make all this work. Like, it's beautiful. Hello, Steven. I brought you something. It's death. I brought you death. Alright. Oh, Eddie, we forgot to do it again. I was like, when we revert, we could try. We could just see what happens. I forgot. Well, I really don't think it does anything fancy. Taking that. We don't know. That's true. That's true.
This room is octagonal. I know where I am.
No, the gods are angry. What are they gonna do? Send two Steves? mod schmods. Exactly.
Ah, that's what happens.
Dudley, are you using the version of OBS with like the additional settings that? Because doesn't the beta testing one have the additional settings? Although I think that's rolled out now, like fully. I don't know. I don't use the current patch right now because, from what I've been told, my tuber software doesn't actually work on the current patch. I don't know if it does now, but last I checked, it doesn't.
You're kidding. Oh, well, actually. No! Oh, that's fine. Okay, well. Yeah, Eddie, pretty much all I have right now is Cling Gem. Huh. Makes moving around so incredibly slow. What? That's weird.
Oh God, you.
No. Okay.
No.
What if I... I just ignored that. Perfect. Okay.
There's something there I want to keep, but I don't see anything there I really want. Maybe at the time I wanted the speed up thing.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if I
Oh,
had
you know what? It
hits.
was this one, and I wanted 2 seconds. I'll take this. I don't know where those
Mother.
thingies went. Okay.
Why?
Deep in the kitchen at home. Oh no. I don't have a book. Oh no.
There we go.
This actually might be bad. This might be bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Well, that was annoying.
Okay. Whew. I didn't bring my book with me. You see. I did not bring my book. That's why you should always bring your book.
Yeah, this is octagonal room. This is bigger room.
And the spells fell on top of each other. Great. Love that. Love that.
Okay. This is not octagonal.
I don't think I wanted any of these. So probably re-rolled. I don't think I would have wanted any of these. Oh, this is where unlimited spells came from. Nice. Okay. And we got another one. Oh. And then I think I was just gonna leave those for right now. Okay.
Won't be that way. Wait. No, no! How could you betray me?
Not looking forward to downloading Visual Studio for coding. I don't know. Visual Studio seems fine. I mean, technically, you don't have to use Visual Studio. You could use Writer. It's for C#. Visual Studio is so bad. I've never had an issue with Visual Studio, but I don't know. I haven't done a ton of like C#, which is what I use it for, and the stuff I have done has had Visual Studio templates. So
Perfect. Okay. Only 2 checks left. Both in Sansa Keep. I think I just had passage 2. Yeah. Up that way. I think it's Sansa Keep. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ah, yes.
True, Canis. This is true. That was before Eddie went to bed. That's a different set of Tang picks. What about the newer Tang picks? The one since Eddie woke up. Like, you can't just reuse the same picks. We need the wake up. We need the post wake up picks. Alright. The only other thing I'm not entirely sure if I did is I'm not entirely sure if I went to the one room. I think I did. Just to be safe, go. Okay, we did. There's a big hole in this wall. Perfect. Eddie's going to get the picks. Excellent. 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 Let's see here. We can. Let's go drop a few more spells. Yeah. 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 Don't need you. There's so many things that are funny. I probably don't need Matter Eater. I mean, we could put Matter Eater on our wand. $120, man. Oh my gosh. It wouldn't be casting the actual mana. The wand just doesn't feel like it has enough slots to account for it. So. The minimal map, it burns! Try, what are you playing right now? What is, I guess I could see what you connected with. Oh, try. This is very important. Are you streaming? Are you in some way, shape, or form streaming? If not, it's okay, but I just need to check. Damn. Worth asking. I am here. I am here for any and all Noita updates you. Tried it a while ago with Hades, just failed. Yeah. That's fair. But yes. I'm here for any Noita, all Noita updates of your run. I hope it goes well. All right, let's see. I don't need to bring this up with us. I don't think I need a second. Oh, that was on this. We can maybe put full range homing on it for right this minute. Leave that here. I don't know if I want the other boomerang. We'll bring it with us. We don't actually need light anymore. We don't need this right now. Keep that, keep that. I don't know if I want this. We know it'd be nice when we get the hole. Yeah, I guess we don't need either matter eater this minute. So we'll clear that for room. I don't think we need the true orbit this minute. I can't tell if the random damage is helpful or not. I mean, that would presumably be helpful. We're not usually going to get hurt by it anyway. Damage plus 33 versus damage plus 10. We'll put you on for now. Okay, there we go. We've made some more slots. I think what I'm going to do is, real quick, make another backup, because we caught up on a few things, and I don't want to go redo that part again. Like, what I'm going to do is just so easy to die to. So I would rather just make a backup now and not need to redo this for like the 5th time.
Child.
Only get one started because you want to get to bed early for NX2 Presents tomorrow. I don't know what NX2 Presents is, but that makes sense, don't it? If you want to watch a thing, gotta have to be awake for the thing.
I've been muted. Alright, so bad news or good news?
Yeah.
PK Pseudo Regalia. Good news is I have more Pokemon checks apparently.
Nice. Oh yes, I forgot when the Switch was called the NX. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I pretty much never watch any of the things live. Like, all right, I'll get the summary at the end, and then like if there's specific things I want to watch of it, I'll watch it.
Got the feather badge. I must have Rock Smash. No. What? Oh, this is Pokedex. I'm confused.
I'm very intimidated. The Noita tracker shows available checks and all that. So, I mean, if you did connect, I don't know if you're looking at Universal Tracker or Pop Tracker. If you are connected, I mean, if you're connected with Pop Tracker, it should just show like a central thing. Because, I mean, what are the? I guess it depends on what settings you're doing, but I assume you're just doing. You're just doing the basic ending goal. If you're just doing the basic ending goal, it should only show checks for like a center of it. I find the pop tracker. I mean, I don't use it because since I'm doing a blind playthrough, the pop tracker is. Yeah, it only shows those. Yeah, that's probably correct. This is the biggest issue with Noita AP. Um, unlike most, unlike most roguelikes that have like been in, there's nothing. They they didn't put very much to logically make the next area like accessible. So um it's very easy for multiple biomes to get put into logic. The first biome is like fully in logic when you start, and then if you get sent basically I think it's like health upgrade and a perk and or a wand or something like that, then the next biome gets like each biome progressive or no, it's each two every two biomes progressively wants like a little bit more. But yeah, it probably all is in logic. Uh, that is actually part of why I'm doing settings that are harder than I really want to do for Noita. But it's I decided that like I didn't want everything to be in logic from the get-go. So I mean, being supported isn't like being supported isn't. I think a lot of people misunderstand what being supported really is. Being supported is just following a set of rules, basically, which it does follow the set of rules. Um, yeah, Hades. I think Hades is the most well done of the like especially the reverse heat stuff that it has and the way it handles the like the boss gating. I think it's the most well done roguelike kind of game. I I have made some suggestions in the Noita Archie channel. Um, but for the most part, the response has been along the lines of, I'm probably not going to do that. So, I mean, if you want these kinds of things, you'd have to have it done. And it's like, all right, well, that's fair. Because yeah, I would like to be able to configure like I would like 3 or 4 like more upgrades required to put each like next biome into logic, because I think that would help pad it a little bit more correctly. My thinking for Hades was that if I ended up with a bunch of stuff in logic, I would somewhat wait for people to hint things. Um, what I kind of ended up doing with the other Noita Archies that I've done like a few others, 1 solo and two real ones, but the other ones that I've done, honestly, I just ended up more or less rushing the boss. Like I did the first few biomes, um, before I had everything in logic, and then I just kind of rushed the boss and then released everything, which I didn't think was a fun way, like a fun approach, which is why I ended up adjusting my settings. I did not remember that being there. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And if that's there... Hmm. Shuffle wand with 1 slot. Yeah. Shuffle wand with 1 slot, pretty good. You gotta love your starting ones. Where did it go? Excuse me?
The universal tracker disagrees with the pop tracker.
Wait, Universal Tracker do what now?
Disagrees with pop tracker.
Well, Universal Tracker will disagree with anything where the randomness isn't, like, set correct, like the same.
Hmm.
So if a game, so there's two things that can make it disagree. If you use randomness in a YAML, you're not, if you use randomness in your YAML, like you say it can be this or that in the YAML, then the YAML that you put in for the tracking purposes needs to be whatever the end result actually was. Otherwise, it can just generate completely different settings. The other thing is any games that have randomness that's generated, like differently, like locally in the game, but like isn't like communicated outwards. That has to be implemented a certain way to have universal tracker support, and if it's not implemented that way, then it just does. You're gonna get incorrect results because it's gonna, for the like mini randomization that it does, it basically will like generate a different world, so you'll have like different starting items or whatever it is. Like entrance is a big one, like Tri mentioned. Entrances are usually handled a way that makes them not compatible with Universal Tracker if it's not handled correctly. Where the hell did this go? I don't understand. It was right here. I didn't touch it. It'd be nice if the game gen spat out a here's what the randomness picked. Yeah, I agree. Like, it would be nice if if it was like even done in a way. I know there's a whole thing of people being really worried about spoiler log stuff, in a lot of rando communities. Yeah, it would be nice if it was done in a way where like maybe you could get some file that Universal Tracker could read, but like people couldn't reasonably read. What did you use? So there was a thing. There was a thing up there. There was a thing up there that I specifically was trying to get away from all the liquid that was here. And the thing vanished. I drained the liquid. And while I was draining the liquid, the thing vanished. I don't know where the thing went. I just don't understand where it could have gone. But it's really annoying because I'm pretty sure I need it. I don't think any of the things here can be missing. I could revert my backup. I just made a backup. Like, I haven't done anything since making the backup, so I could literally just revert it. I just don't want to because, like, it was just here. Where did it go? I guess that's what I do. I'm just so baffled.
Yeah. So I guess I don't actually have any checks in Pokemon.
Oh, is it the pop tracker that's lying?
No, Pop Tracker says I don't have any checks. Universal
Oh,
Tracker says I have a bunch of route checks, which it hasn't been wrong about before. This is the first time, like, being wrong about Pokemon, uh, like,
so it
Pokedex checks has
it
happened.
it should be noted that assuming fun fact ender, that is an actual check in the games. They added it. But assuming it isn't a case of there's a randomness that's not done, then it actually could just be that the pop tracker is not actually up to date. So
The Pop Tracker was updated 3 hours ago.
I mean, it might not be using the exact correct logic. Like this has been an issue in a few games. That the issue is that Universal Tracker uses literally whatever the logic is for the AP
Yeah.
world. Pop
I
Tracker.
do think that the Pop Tracker is correct though, because I don't know how
Okay.
to get to where the checks that it says I can get to are.
Okay. Yeah, I just that was an issue with a few games that I've played where the pop tracker Doom was one of them where the pop tracker just didn't account for one of the types of logic. So it was just
Mm.
literally wrong about things a lot. I mean, wrong in a way that wasn't technically a problem, but wrong nonetheless. Um, so we back up. Basically, you can save and quit whenever you want in Noita, and then you can back up the save file. The the game's README even mentions doing so. Basically, it tells you there's an ancient spell you can cast, and the ancient spell is the path of the save file. Which I find very comical. Just calling your save files an ancient spell. Anyway. So yeah, you don't have to do anything fancy. You just close the game and then delete save file you don't want and put in your backup save file. So you get into like stuff. I think based on my understanding, and my understanding does come somewhat secondhand, but based on my understanding, making backups of your save file is canon. Um, Possibly looking more into the files a bit is probably canon. Um, I don't think technically making edits to your save file would be canon. How did you vanish again? Wait a second, I was gone for...
What?
I was gone for like 1
Oh.
second, and then it started to vanish again, but it's back. We're fine. We're fine.
I see, I see.
Also, hello.
Hi. Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi. Oh, no. Oh, no. Leave me alone. Nope. Why are you still like this?
Oh, I forgot that, Queen's, like, Crow is a through your reactive thing, dwarf.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so is Minish's thing. So they're both just showing up as Discord profile pictures.
I don't think either of them have actually messed with reactive itself.
I see, I see. So, the software that Dwarf uses to have all of us animated via, like, whenever we join a Discord call is
Yeah.
called Reactive. It's the same thing that I use.
Okay.
And so you can do it two ways. Users can set up how they want to appear on someone else's stream,
Oh, neat.
and users can set up how they want other people to appear on their stream. And so Dwarf has set up how you and Minish will, and I even will appear on their stream. But because neither of you have set up how you appear on other people's streams, it defaults to your Discord picture and it just like lights it up whenever you talk.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Eddie, you've done a lot of Pokemon Archipelago, right?
I sure have.
Have you ever used Universal Tracker for it?
A little bit. A little bit. I tend to use the pop tracker because it's a lot better.
Yeah, it's definitely better. Have you ever had the Universal Tracker be just straight up wrong?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
excellent, cool. Like, other than Pokedex entries.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, because it's telling me I can get to, like, trainers that I cannot reach, that Pop Tracker does not think I can get to. So.
So how do you connect? You connect the pop tracker to AP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I suspect it would be, is it's probably, that one of the settings that you have that changes accessibility requirements,
I see.
yeah, fucking with Universal Tracker. Because from what I understand, Universal Tracker is actually not very good at like adaptively changing its like reachability requirements. So like if you dramatically change those, like it works for like adding additional constraints, but it doesn't work for like changing constraints, I guess, if that makes sense.
I do have both the strength
Make
buff and the
swim.
rock smash buff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think that those do potentially fuck it up.
also the acrobike buff.
Yeah.
So just okay. So I will just trust the Pop Tracker then.
Yes.
The Pop Tracker,
yes, that is.
like, straight up has options for those.
Yeah,
On
exactly.
logic.
Exactly. Yeah, but I recommend trusting Pop Tracker above all else. There's some hard-hitting questions in my chat right now. Hey, Dwarf, do you wanna share chat?
Oh my gosh, you live now? Yes.
I'm live now.
Oh my god.
I just went live.
Hold on. I think I already have an open one. One moment. One moment.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
my
okay.
bad.
I can accept. Oh, interesting. You didn't used to be able to accept one when you had one, so.
That is interesting. Oh yeah, just it added me into yours. Sick.
Why is Rayquaza not in my legendary hunt?
And then I think you need to start share chat.
Oh, okay. Now that's interesting. Shared chat was already started, so I guess
Well,
it must
because
have ended.
Minish ended,
Yeah.
it ended shared chat. So
I see. I see.
All right.
What is the objective Pokemon randomizer? I'm not sure what Queen's objective is. Like, I think you can set lots of different objectives as possibilities.
yeah, the main ones for Emerald are you can beat Norman, which is the like halfway point in the gyms. You can beat the E4. You can beat Steven, which is basically the hardest battle in the game, which is post E4 content. Or you can do a legendary hunt where you have to catch or kill, faint, cough cough, a certain number of legendaries that you set, which have a variety of conditions. Some of them are strictly post E4, others you have to be given um, uh, like certain like ferry tickets, which are typically post E4, but because they get scrambled into the pool, they just become checks. So like depending on how you set it up, you can make it where like I think the way that Queen did it is that like you don't if you do every legendary that you can technically get without going to E4, you won't have to go to E4, right? Like that's the number you set it for, I think.
Sorry, say again?
Like I think you set the number of legendaries you need to do because you're doing legendary hunt, right?
I'm checking. I'm pretty sure that I did.
Word.
Legendary hunt. Yeah, goal legendary hunt.
Yeah. So
I guess I just didn't include Rayquaza on the list.
oh well,
That's my bad.
suck, I guess.
Yeah. My bad. And then I also removed Jinx and Smoochum from the game.
Yeah. A base thing to do. Cries and Reggies, they're not that bad, and they're
I learned Braille at like 8 years old to catch the Reggie.
I mean, honestly, it's like kind of like on the one hand, it's kind of based for Pokemon to like trick kids into learning Braille. On the other hand, you can only see it, so it like kind of defeats the fucking point.
It sure does.
Because like, yeah, but
I don't think I could learn to like read Braille with my hands. I don't know that I have that kind of tactile differentiation.
yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that like you could get used to. I think.
Yeah,
it's just a skill set.
Yeah. I think I would have to like probably use some sort of cover for my eyes just to remove the option of
Oh yeah, totally. You absolutely have to like not look. Yeah, that would be a requirement for sure.
I didn't have the manual either.
when I was in elementary school, uh, one of the teachers at the school was blind, and
Sorbet, stop! You're scaring them.
they
Wait.
the like they did like a volunteer thing on learning, kind of like having a class on Braille. You could sign up for and periodically do. And if you signed up for it, it's just kind of like an after school thing. They would take so many people, and you could just it was like an hour of just kind of learning about Braille and stuff for elementary school kids, and then
Nice.
yeah, it was pretty cool. That's how I like first
That
learned
is.
about it.
Yeah.
Oh, Canis, I have I randomized typing, and I got a Psyduck, and it is still water type, and I named it Canth.
Perfect.
See, like, so I need to look into this. Does anybody know if it is, like, what the cost model of printing Braille is?
No.
Like, it's got to be a specialized printer, right?
Yes. I do know this. I do know it's a printer that can literally make the little like dots.
Yeah. The cost is WoW, World of Warcraft.
Part of me
If I had
suspects
to
it
pick
might not be
between World of
too
Warcraft
bad.
or Braille books existing.
So you can, yeah, no, it's just like the game has to be in this universe.
The big thing to my understanding is that
Oh,
usually like a
see.
Braille printer only prints Braille, but that you can
Oh God.
print things in like a like you can print things with like standard text, and then you run those pages into a Braille printer.
Oh really? That's fascinating.
So like if you want both things to exist, because that's what that's basically I remember there was a Magic the Gathering player that used Braille cards and just ran their cards through their Braille printer to print on them.
That's actually
That's
sick.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. So yeah, we're just doing a little bit of Minesweeper. Hello everyone, by the way. I haven't said hi to anyone who's showed up to stream. I apologize. We've just been yapping like we do. But hi. I hope you all are doing well. It's excellent to see all of you. Both in my chat and in Force chat. We're just getting started with a little bit of you know, a little bit of, I was about to say 2D Minesweeper, but that would just be Minesweeper and also a lie. We're getting started with 4D Minesweeper. And so I did post an EG. I think. I'm almost positive. I copy pasted it and everything. I thought I hit enter. I did. Yes.
I lost it again. Where did it go? Oh, I'm so mad.
You did it when I looked a couple minutes ago. Valid. 4D spatial or temporal? Spatial. You can come. You can come look at it, Ender.
The way I think
Yeah,
about it personally is 2 spatial dimensions and 2 time dimensions.
I mean, like you can think about it that way, but like 2 time dimensions ultimately verges on just having extra spatial dimensions because like we don't have an intuitive, like meaning for like what a second time dimension would be, right?
Not an
It's
intuitive
basically
one,
10
no.
pound per A4 page. Shoot. Okay. Well, damn. Because the reason I was asking Sorbet, is because the like game that I want to make at some point that I've been like designing, puzzle game. I wanted to make it available to like blind and deaf people because I feel like one of the big issues with so many puzzle games is that like they're very, very format restricted. Dynamic subtitles really cool. Yeah, thank you. Oh, speaking of which, that's actually a great point. I should give you guys the link so you can join the subtitles if you would like to be subtitled by everyone.
At least there would never be like a developer. They would be told there was ways to make a game more accessible to blind and deaf communities.
Oh no, there'd be never.
And then that developer would say, "Nah, that really gets in the way of my vision." You see.
Yeah, no, and definitely this game wouldn't be inspired by that game, and the desire to make it hyper accessible, not a specific fuck you to that decision made by that developer. That would never. No. Hey, Dwarf, you should click that link I sent you because I have to make a different link for each person. So.
Oh.
It's like I don't know why. I have to make a different link for each person, but I do. So.
Interesting.
It's
I
loading.
think I'm missing some context. The Witness. Jonathan Blow of Braid and Witness fame, and also being an asshole fame. Notoriously was told not play that. That's fair. Basically, he was told, hey, here's these ways that you can make The Witness like trivially accessible to the blind and deaf community. And he was like, yeah, but what if I just didn't do that because that's not the way I envisioned the game. And yeah, so
I did
also Queen.
Although I don't know.
Sent you. Yeah, it's still loading for you. I might need to send it to you again.
Is this last time I looked at caption related things? They were Chrome specific. Is this Chrome specific?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well then I won't have captions. It's okay. I also don't use they don't work for push to talk users, which is the other reason I don't use them.
Does your push to talk mute your mic?
No.
So
that the thing is, push to talk keeps the mic closed for things that are recording it normally, but it doesn't actually hard mute the mic. So anything that doesn't support push to talk, it won't work with. It's not like my mic is muted. It's not like push to open a fully muted mic kind of thing. It's not like at a hardware level.
I gotcha. See, that's how I have it. So it actually does, whenever I mute, it does actually mute me in my captions. Queen, did you try to join via Google Chrome? Because if not, it will not work.
Yeah, I don't have Google Chrome installed.
That's valid. I only have it installed for this reason.
Yeah.
Don't worry. You will only have me captured, but everyone else isn't, a robot, so you'll be able to hear them very easily.
I will also be probably stepping away for a minute.
I see.
One, I have no checks, and then two, I must scream. I need food.
Yes. Food is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Have your food.
And I'll be back. I'm just gonna mute while I'm gone.
Okay. Pick for me. Do I play more Icy, Shadows, or side quest for Xeno? Wait, hold on. XC3. What is XC3? Xenoblade Chronicles. Okay, I was looking for the B and I couldn't find it. Side quests. No. AC Shadows. Not even an option. Like, people aren't gonna be able to see your vision if they literally can't play your game. Ass. Yeah, no, exactly. And honestly, like, I really do love The Witness. It's a great game. It's a great puzzle game. Actually, it's a bad game, but it's a great puzzle game.
It's not bad in the qualitative sense. It's bad in the ethical sense.
No, I mean, it is actually bad in the qualitative sense, I think, actually. I think, like, there are certain parts of it that are really poorly designed. Because his vision, TM.
Yeah, that's fair.
Streamlabs was super nifty, feels almost Eldritch Horror and ethereal. Thank you, Ender. I very much appreciate that. And also, that is definitely the vibe that I'm going for. Is like comfy Eldritch Horror if Eldritch Horror was like more like, you know, digital.
What also sucks is like the parts of the game that I enjoyed solving the least are also the ones that would benefit, like that need accessibility features for visually
Yes.
and auditorily impaired people.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. And
what the fuck is this
and
digging?
I will go so far as to say that like that is the worst part of the game. I will make that claim.
The visual one or the auditory one, or both?
The auditory one.
I agree.
The visual one is like also not great, but way more understandable as in line with like the vision of the rest of the game versus the auditory one. The auditory one is just like
Bye, Ender.
head out, gotta sleep, but also when it's talking might mean spoiler. That's fair. I mean, we're not gonna really talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's got the it's. I hope you rest well. Thanks for hanging out. I feel very conflicted about the fact that I brought it as an EG Essential. Because like on the one hand, it is very good at what it does, and I think that it does something very notable from a like what games can do perspective. Like I think it is one of the games that I think most seriously like takes the idea of being an educational game but for adults the most seriously. Like what would you have to do to make a game that could actually teach full-grown adults versus just kids? But Jonathan Blows is really a piece of shit. And so like but yeah, so my idea for my game is that it wouldn't be Braille specifically, but it would basically be like raised text that would be communicating the puzzles. And the idea would be that if you wanted to play the game, I can definitely translate it into audio, I think. But that's just, you know, blind, not deaf, right? And printing Braille doesn't sound terribly financially feasible. Are there any digital tactile displays? I feel like there ought to be. But that doesn't always mean there are. You know, Spock, that's a great question.
There is.
Eddie, you are so Minaj, it's true.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. Say more, Dwarf.
Well, so I mean, they're like there are displays that basically change like the raised. So it's like imagine if at the top of your keyboard, for example, you had like a strip, and the strip was just spots where the dots could come up in any pattern, like how like a digital clock works. Yeah, I had a classmate who was blind, and she brought a laptop everywhere that did have raised parts on it. She mostly used a screen reader though that like read everything. She didn't usually read everything like that, but she could.
Yeah. Can you go before I get too hot in combo? Yeah, absolutely. See you, Queen. See you soon. Dwarf is pretty quiet and balanced. I can fix that. I can fix that.
If you want, I can shout.
Like
if that would be helpful.
you could.
I can probably.
If you
just
wanted
shout.
to, you could, but you
Like,
certainly don't have to.
it might be beneficial. Just really wail it out. Just.
Yeah. How is that, Spock? Is that better?
I'll talk really quiet so that we can really.
Don't. Dwarf.
Yeah. What's up? How's it going?
Tangent. Yeah. People want to see pictures of you. Oh no, you're getting stuck in the car again. I'm so sorry. Hi, yeah, hi. I couldn't take pictures of you when people asked for them earlier because you were under the bed. So now you are here and I can take pictures of you now. Over here. Yeah.
For what it's worth, I think it's fine to bring a game and say a game is essential while acknowledging a game has problems. Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
I think,
and I don't disagree. I think it's just like, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, I think there's a lot of historical games and stuff, like a lot of old games that definitely have parts that did not age well and stuff too. This is a little different because it's not as old necessarily and stuff, but I think the same idea applies. Especially for things that are essentially the first of their kind. I don't The Witness kind of spawned a whole bunch of games that tried to do stuff like The Witness, but it was very much the first to do a lot of what it did. So,
Why do you want coffee, kitty? Thank you, Sorbet.
oh no, oh, things are looking bad. Ah!
Oh. That's big. Dwarf, what have you accomplished in your solo play so far?
You mean today?
Yes.
Well, I just went. I don't know. I'm still trying to catch back up to where I was yesterday.
I see.
So the only thing different I did is I decided to go back down and get a couple more perks before attempting to go into my suicide run to get stuff again.
That seems reasonable. Have you backed up?
I did back up. I backed up after I went and got the perks because I was like, you know what? If I die in the area again, I'm gonna be annoyed that I didn't back up after getting the perks.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Lowell. Welcome in.
Hello.
Good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
I figure after I get the stuff I want in the sky, I'm also going to back up again so that I don't have a repeat of last night.
Yeah. That's very reasonable, I think. People forget what's on the line. Wait, what? 5 minus 2. Oh, that's 8. I just can't fucking count, evidently. Oh, those are safe. Mm-hmm. There's so many 50-50s. Let me disambiguate them, David. Mm. Mm. Yeah. We're here. One to 1 to 3. 32 there. What was it so far? 1, 2. Oh, so that's a mine right there. Yeah. 2. Yeah, that's mine. Okay. Lots of zeros. Good. No! No, I was wrong! Fuck. Shoot. I got in too much of a rush. Because I wanted to just get to doing checks. Gucks. Okay. Let's just do a quick one on 10 mines then. Just so we can go out on a win. Oh wow. Okay, well. Lost the 1 out of 15. That's you hate to see that.
Rip.
Yeah, that's a ripperoo for sure.
I wonder when you get to checks if you're going to run into the same issue that Try has discovered, which was the reason I changed my Noita settings.
Oh, what's that?
Try opened the game and learned that everything's in logic.
Ah. I wonder if everything's gonna be in logic for me.
Yeah.
I am not starting with Noita, so.
I know. I'm saying when you get that.
Yeah. Well, so I'm very seriously considering not actually playing until BK, and instead just like, playing for like 3 hours and then swapping to solo Noita. Like, regardless.
Trying to space it out. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It is
like,
month long.
Exactly. Day 1 of month-long thing. It's just one of those, which means that all of those are safe.
So try Sphere 1. Sphere 1 in Noita is the first 2 biomes. Well, it's the first biome, rather. Not first 2. So like it's that section that's like the very like right when you enter the underground, and then like to the left of it. That area is Sphere 0.
Oh, I just realized, does it count all of those? Like, does it count? It's like, I did the extra chests in areas thing. Does it put all of those in all of the extra biomes as well that aren't like on the main line?
So, no, extra chests are extra chests like that you find in a biome, like just when you like see a chest that's kind of hidden in the biome, like maybe it's partially buried.
Right, yeah, I know. But I what I'm saying is like, is it that they like? Are there those chests in all the other biomes that can contain chests as well?
Yeah.
God.
Yes. So.
Okay.
The big thing is officially, you are expected to do multiple runs to get all your checks, especially if you have like more checks than what would normally spawn in just the regular run.
Mm-hmm.
That being said,
Mm-hmm.
I assume what you're getting at is it should work. Like, it essentially just goes to replace checks, and then as you like it replaces one so that when you get them, it just counts for the next one, kind of thing. Like if you
I'm
have
not sure I understand.
5 chests in the mines, then it should be essentially whatever 5 chests you find in the mines should be them. If you're in the mines biome,
no.
it
That's,
should.
I mean, like that would be nice. That would be nice. I don't expect it to work that way though, because that would be like good.
Should be. That's basically the only reason.
Oh, that is how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
The only like caveat to this is mines specifically can have a kind of issue because of how it works is it replaces them. When you start a run, it gets the information from the server at the same time as generating the run. And if it generates part of the run around you before it has the information from the server all the way, then you'll generate like spots that were supposed to be transformed will actually be just whatever like would have vanilla been there, not Archie version. Like it'll visually look like the Archie version, but it won't be the Archie version sometimes.
Yeah. Oh wow, I'm doing so bad. I'm doing so very bad. All right, I guess we're done with 49 Super. I clearly am. I've lost all my skills. Hollow Knight time, everyone. Excitement. Everyone loves Hollow Knight, right? Doesn't everyone? Everyone's a big Hollow Knight fan here, right?
That's
we
true.
We love Hollow Knight. I mean, I don't, but everyone else does. So
What
you know,
you
I'm
can
that's wrong.
pretend. Fool me once, you can pretend to hate Hollow Knight. You wouldn't keep coming back. You know.
That's Dwarf. Are you familiar with abusive relationship dynamic?
Yeah, when you love the abusive person.
I mean.
Love. See, that's a form of love.
You really looked up during EG48? Oh, Spock, you have no idea. We raised, honestly, we could have raised like $70 more, and I would have been happy. And if we'd raised $80 more, I would have been sad. Because that would have meant like doing a Dark Souls and Elden Ring marathon, which like I do intend to eventually do, but like being like obligated monetarily to do it is not like I'm happy that I made it an incentive because I feel like you should only make things that you're like actually willing to do incentives. The final incentive that I did is one that like I was like, listen, if I'm able to get $1,000, I'm willing to do something I'm unwilling to do, right? I will like get myself to do that. But luckily, none of the Hollow Knight whales came out of the woodwork and doomed me to that. 55134. Alright, I don't actually even know what I have in Hollow Knight. I just wanted to. The only reason I'm starting with it is because it's the only thing that doesn't require me to either install mods or fuck with files. Because I need to like either back up my Noita file, or and also, why am I getting music in Hollow Knight when music is off? Oh, I have nothing. I have nothing. I see.
Wait, are you connected and you literally just... You've been sent an egg? Oh my god.
I have nothing.
Amazing. Perfect. This is your favorite way to
Will
play
fly
Hollow
launcher?
Knight.
Yes. You know, that's a statement
I'm
that
so glad that you got your favorite thing for Hollow Knight. I would hate for you to have a boring run where you have full movement from the get-go, you know?
that would just be the worst. Yep.
It would. I mean, think about this. If you started with
Oh
full
hey,
movement...
I got Pseudo-Regalia's map.
Nice.
But that is actually huge.
Yeah.
That is what Clear Mind is, right?
I don't know, actually. Dude. Just imagine. Gosh, it'll be so great. One day,
Shoutouts to Just Imagine. Great sharing.
when, like, the connections can be added, because then we could add the connections that add, like, more doors, which you'll never guess what this does. It adds more doors to the game. Lots of doors. That block transitions, and then you gotta have keys for them all. And then, see, then you could have, like, potentially more movement given to you early without it just opening up all the map. Since that's the main reason most people hate all the movement being given to you, because, like, it's like, great. Like, it's like starting with all the checks and logic. It's just...
Why did I do this? Why am I playing this game? why do I hate myself? What is going on? Is that, like, you do know I'm still playing on mouse and keyboard, right? Like that's still the state of affairs.
When are we opening the Get Eddie new controller fund?
When I actually set up a throne.
You know how long it takes to set up Throne?
Okay, yes, because it's already actually set up. I just don't have it, like, public. Because I haven't added anything to it.
You know what that means? We can just go to your throne right now. Oh my god.
Is that right?
I believe so. If you have set it up, I don't think you have to make it public. I think it is public inherently.
Oh, well. That might be true. Don't actually, though, because I think the only thing that's on it is something that I've actually, like, Sorbet got me, actually. It's like I have the thing that's on it. Because I think I literally only put, like, a stream deck on it. Sellyman's SS ticket, that's actually kind of huge.
Okay, yes. According to your throne right now, there is nothing that is publicly wishlisted.
I see, yes.
So yes, if it was there, it is not there now, or that specific thing, yeah, is not set to public. I would never immediately go. That would never happen.
Okay, I have, okay, I do have Mark of Pride. And White Fragment and Fury of the Fallen. So, like, I don't have nothing. Like, honestly, Mark of Pride is, like, not the worst thing to have. Not having any movement still is, like, ass, but... Yeah, I'll get a TM for Anna. Star Seeker for Beers. I love you, Tang. You're so precious. Did you know that? Did you know you're precious?
The newest Hollow Knight any percent speedrun, any percent no major glitches speedrun. Just a world record recently came out just a few days ago, or like last week.
Oh.
And it notably makes use of two things that had been avoided in speedruns for quite a while. One is actually using Fury for most of the run, which speedruns had been avoiding. Like, yeah, it saves some time, but also it's terrible, so no.
Right, it saves some time in the run and loses you a lot more in your life.
Yeah. The other thing it makes use of, which was like something discovered like I think a year ago, maybe a little longer than a year ago, but it wasn't considered consistent until very recently. But it's killing the Elder Boulder in front of Green Path without literally anything.
The Elder Boulder.
So the
In front of
the
Green
person
Path.
that's a wall that like is a cat like a roly poly. Normally in a vanilla playthrough, you would most likely kill it with Vengeful Spirit. Yeah.
Wait, how? How? Wait, how?
You know, among other things.
No, I don't.
Among other things, it uses. I believe you die, have a shade there, and then you let the shade hit you into being close enough to hit it before it closes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Hollow Knight players are great. They know how to have a good time.
That sounds like something that I don't think you could pay me enough to. Well, maybe there is an amount, but it's a very large amount. It's not an amount that I think anyone would willingly pay me to do, because I would be complaining the whole time. You couldn't pay me enough to do that without complaining, maybe. I'll put it that way.
So the people that pay you for the complaining, they're like, I'm here for the complaining.
Yeah, right. They're like, the complaining is just extra. That's just the cherry on top. The fact that I can pay you to do it and the complaining comes for free?
Oh no, we broke audio. Bum.
What?
I accidentally broke my game audio.
Oh no.
It's okay.
What does that, by the way? Is it just inconsistent? Like, I remember you saying something once upon a time about how the audio system works, and that it's surprising it doesn't break more frequently.
Yeah, they have like. Oh, let me turn my music down. Why is my music so loud? I think I turned it up for a break. Okay, I turned it down. There. So like basically, they have like an audio listener that's like, kind of like how you'd have a camera or something. And then it constantly scans for whatever it thinks you should want to hear the most, like around you. So this is why you get things like if you're kind of near like lava, you'll actually start hearing the lava bubbling, like when you're kind of far away from it, because it's like this is an important thing. Like in their hierarchy, it's important to be aware of lava nearby. And it kind of does this. So it scans for all these things, and it moves this, like, microphone. Like, there's, like, an invisible microphone. It's just constantly flying all around, trying to be wherever it thinks you're going to want audio, like, coming from.
What? Huh? Why?
You know.
That's such an unreasonable approach.
They thought it would be a good idea.
I mean... yeah.
God, I read Vinaj's. I read that as sentience, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh no!"
I love sentience.
That being said, what I've observed is that what breaks it the most is for some reason a rapid fire things happening with other sounds going on.
Oh yeah, totally. And I think it's because what you probably just literally overload the queue.
Yeah, I think what happens is they know that things happening from the player need to be heard, so they're constantly like having that to get picked up. But then if there's other sounds going around at the same time, it just dies.
The thing that's interesting to me is that that there's no recovery.
Yeah.
Like if you had it, because like the way that you the mic object moving around would ostensibly be like its own like process, like have its own thread, right? And like what's happening, right, is that you're overflowing the queue, and so you're getting like an overflow error that's like crashing the process, right? And the fact that there's no supervisor, that's just like, oh, the process crashed, start a new one, because like that's fairly trivial to do, like.
You know, now I'm wondering if somebody has made a mod that like essentially does that. I've never looked into it since I didn't even look into most mods until recently.
See, the thing is, I don't know that you could do that from the modding API. It would be trivial to do on the engine side of things, but I doubt that they have hooks exposed that would, be sufficient for, like, getting access to something like that. I mean, maybe. I don't know what hooks they expose, but...
From what I understand from, at least when Queen was kind of looking into modding stuff a bit, I think they basically let you modify almost anything about the game. It sounds a lot like you can basically run a copy of the game over the game, and then it sees where the differences are. That is what was described when Queen was looking into it.
Maybe I'll look into it.
Can you not be here?
See, every time I think about modding games, though, I tell myself, well, I could do that. Or I could,
Make your own.
just... Exactly, I could just make my own game.
Yeah.
Like, that seems like the superior way to spend my time, right? And then I end up doing either. Because I don't have any time. Should I fight Malrek with nothing?
I mean, I do it, but also, I do die doing it sometimes.
And I do a Deathlink on.
That's fine. I'm not doing a game right now.
So that makes it okay.
Yeah, classic, it won't affect me, so it's fine mentality. It's a good, healthy one.
Yeah. Would you consider mods to be fan fiction? That is the most based description of modding I have ever heard.
Spock, I was literally gonna actually say that Eddie's saying is the reason I just popped up with saying you'd rather just make your game is because this is a thing that comes up in writing communities for people that are working on their own novels, is that someone will be someone that writes a bunch of fan fiction and then realize, well, like, I could just be writing my own book. Like, I'm extending this universe. I could just make my own universe where I don't have to, like...
Right.
And then goes and starts working on their own novel. Like...
I don't want to die here, though. Has the game considered that? Okay, I guess it did. Is this something that changes the UI a bit? No. If it's like a big content mod, absolutely. Yeah, I think like the thing that lets me take off the flashing at low health is from my perspective including a feature that should have including an accessibility feature, right? That should have just been in the game. That's like an open source contribution style thing. Where they fixed something about the game. Compared to like a mod that, for Noita, for instance, adds spells, that would absolutely be like, something like fanfiction. So fun fact. No one has sent me a map yet. Which means that I don't get my overlay. I don't get to have my map open.
Do you not have MapMod installed still?
No, I do. But you can't open your map at all until someone sends you a map if you randomize maps.
No, press Control M.
Control M. No. Oh, there we go. I just had to spam tab because this game is well put together. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't take, literally you just press Control M and it gives you the maps. There shouldn't have been any even pause on it. I don't know. I've never had an issue.
I don't know. In the past, I've never had to specifically press like a hotkey to trigger the mod turning on. It's just always been on by default.
Yeah, so they do have it. You actually don't even need the shortcut. You can just press pause, and it's a little menu at the bottom left for it too.
Right.
And one of those buttons on the bottom left is to also do that. But the
I see.
reason it does it is because for the very small population that would want to like still like, okay, I have to get the map for the area to be able to see what's in it. Which like are people
Yeah,
that play,
yeah.
like this comes up every now and then. People check
Oh
to make
no,
sure
no,
that's,
I'm sure.
that's a thing.
Couldn't be me though. Couldn't be me. But Spock, I know you said that it's a silly, meaningless question, but I actually think it's a very good description of why, for some people, modding a game is like a very fulfilling experience, and for other people, modding a game tends to like kind of suck a lot of the joy out of it for them. Because like, for I think a similar like the people's relationship to fan fiction is probably actually very similar, right? Like, well, this isn't canon. It's just like something that someone thought would be cool. You know, so why I don't really care to read fan fiction, right? And similarly, well, this isn't really like a part of the game per se, so like, you know, this isn't ultimately the actual game experience, right? Like now that you've said that, like I realize that absolutely does occupy a similar part of my mind, right? Like a very analogous kind of
The
place.
worst part about the audio being broken is the lava mic is still working. If I go near lava, I can hear the bubbling.
See, now that's extra interesting. Because what it means is that they have like an environmental mic, and then they have a mic that is like strapped to Mia. And the one on Mia broke, but the environmental one didn't. And they're like just compositing those two. And so when one breaks, but the fact that they're doing it in two separates and then compositing it means that it's like even more egregious that they don't have a supervisor that restarts. Like you already have a supervising process that knows about both of their existences. Like, why are you not restarting one of them if it dies? Like, that's
I'm just
so
imagining
bizarre.
a mod that does the most Noito solution to this I can think of, and it's put mic repair
Gives you a
in Holy
spell.
Mountains. Just
Oh,
like for the low cost of like 10,000 gold, repair your microphone.
I thought you were gonna like it's like spell refresh, but it's mic repair.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's a good. I like this. Yes.
Or maybe spell refresh just fixes your audio. Because actually you're casting a spell. Mina is actually deaf, canonically.
Yeah, that's what I was
but
about
it's
to say. I was like, it would be like
but
repairing
it's
your
constantly
ears.
like casting a spell to fix their hearing. And you know, when they like sometimes they just like do something, they run out of, you know, the limited casting of their undeafen. This is great. They should hire us as writers.
Yes. For the future Noita updates.
Would you upload mods to Wattpad? That's not a name I've heard in fucking such a long time. I'm surprised you didn't go with AO3. That feels like the more obvious place to upload mods to. Can you imagine an AO3 story that is actually just like the source code to a mod? You'll never find my fanfiction. AO3 kind of surpassed both Wattpad and fanfiction.net. Yeah, AO3 at this point is like I don't read any fanfiction, but I know people who do, and I only ever hear AO3 being like the thing that gets discussed. Oh, I don't want to die. Because AO3 is best? I see. From hacking.net and Nexus mods of the AO3 and fanfiction.net of the modding community? Yeah. With the symbol of a stag. Wait, what? Did I not randomize my stags? I could have sworn I did. Oh, this is just somebody else's stag.
I mean, if they're
That was my
randomized.
stag.
Oh no! Hold on! Holding. No!
Oh no. I've
Uh,
caught up to where the stream delay was. Are we safe?
maybe.
Okay.
You're very.
Yeah.
So you should have Dirtmouth stag by. Well, like you should be able to stag to Dirtmouth by default.
No, yeah, I don't have them randomized, evidently.
Gotcha.
What in the world is this Noita map?
This is a place that I call the Die in the Clouds zone. It's a place where I come when I want to die, and it's in the clouds. It's a very apt
Are
name.
you okay? Are you good?
No,
Do we need to talk?
no.
No, you're not good, and no, we don't need to talk. Again, it sounds like we especially need to talk.
Guys, you know, listen. Every time someone's ever said this, the answer's always been no, and it's been the healthiest solution. Trust.
So get emails about updated work on there and like how to say I'm sorry I don't care about Supergirl anymore. Incredible. See, the great part actually about like what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to BK one game a day. And so if I can help it, like if I can BK Hollow Knight day one, I don't have to come back to it until after I BK'd my last game. You know what I mean?
That doesn't sound sustainable.
I think it's over the course of a month. I think it's actually very sustainable.
You're saying you will play Hollow Knight once and then not play it again until the very end.
No, no.
Okay, then I misunderstood.
As in, I have like 5 games, right?
Yeah.
And the idea is that each day that I play, like log in, I will BK one game and then like be done doing Archie.
I see.
And yeah. So like if I BK Hollow Knight first, then I need to go and BK the other 4 games before I return to Hollow Knight. And so by the time I BK all of my other games, enough days will have passed and I will have BK'd my other games and ideally sent things to Hollow Knight that I don't have to do a ton of checks in Hollow Knight initially, and by the time I get back to it, I'll have movement and it won't be at.
Have you considered like starting with at least whatever you consider the bare minimum movement?
I have, but you know, That means that I'm not able to complain as much, and people love me complaining.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
You can't argue with it.
You can't.
It's just good content. Listen, they removed my favorite relationship, and I clung onto that for my little gay life. But now I found actual queer fiction, so I'm okay now. I've grown. I've let Supergirl go. Proud of you. On mobile in the kitchen making jambalaya rice. Excellent.
What?
Jealous, even.
I want jambalaya rice.
You know what I haven't made in the longest time, and I really fucking need to? Because it's just so good.
Popcorn.
It's fucking... What?
Was this a guessing game? Because I guessed popcorn.
Actually, I have popcorn semi-frequently, so no.
Oh, okay, dang. I'm out of guesses.
Tacos for me. That is true. I haven't made tacos for you in a very long time. Probably because I haven't been in the same country as you for a long time. Nothing game, just oiling. Just oiling. Is that right?
That is a very
reading on my
robot thing
thinking.
to say.
It's true. It's true.
I'm just
I was
oiling.
oiling. Just oiling over here. No, gumbo.
Gumbalaya.
I'm not a liar. Why would you say that?
Eh,
I know, it makes me sad. No tacos. Might go back to Supergirl. Will she make tacos for you? Ads are just about to roll, so I will see you all back in about 3 minutes. I hope you're all having an excellent time, so I really appreciate you hanging out as always. We'll do a little bit more holidating when we get back, and yeah. Catch you in a few. Teenage years fanfiction story like 20 plus years ago, there was someone who, inspired by MST 3000, would find terrible Sailor Moon erotic fanfiction and make fun of it. It was all hilarious. That is hilarious, and hello, Elish, welcome in. It is excellent to see you. I hope that you are doing well. Once my Hell and I didn't open up to all of Fungal and Green Path being unlogic immediately. Hey, exactly, Queen. That's why I'm trying to BK it right now. No, but her sister might. Who's Supergirl's sister? Hey, Dwarf.
me, yes.
Can I remind you to do the thing, and then like you just promise to do the thing no matter like what it is?
I mean, yeah, that's how it works. Whatever, like,
Cool.
the thing is whatever the thing is, you know?
Yeah. All right. So here's the remind you to do the thing.
Thank you.
Save and quit so that you can fix your audio and do a backup while you're at it.
Oh, I see. I don't get to pick the thing. I see.
No, exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But you said
Yeah,
you would do the thing no matter what it was, and so
Yeah,
I did the redeem, and then yeah.
I see. We can do that. I do want to fix my audio. Alright, let me
Perfect.
heal so I don't have to immediately come back and heal, because that would be silly.
I can't believe that for the longest time my healing one. I mean, I can. It makes sense, but like my healing one necessitated blood magic. So like if I didn't shoot it in the right direction, I could kill myself trying to heal. It was terrible.
So one of my favorite things, like obviously one of the biggest complaints about Noita I see from people, and it was a complaint of my own too, early on, was like not finding ways to heal. Like
Yes.
like especially because honestly you don't really find healing the first like quite a while.
Oh,
Healing
it takes
is a puzzle.
forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Healing, like, I kind of thought this is one of the things that I thought was going to be a meta progression at some point. I thought I was going to unlock healing, like, showing up regularly in some way, shape, or form.
Right. Reasonable healing instead of it being like this long-term kind of like. Yeah.
And
It's like a digging wand, basically. But like typically much harder to come across. There's not nearly as many solutions to the puzzle.
yeah. So yeah, I definitely like the first figuring out healing was such a like, oh my god, this changes everything.
It does change everything. And then polymorph makes everything the same again by changing everything.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about polymorph. The fact that there is no like, I did like imagine if polymorph froze, you know. Then you would change your tune on freeze field. I feel confident.
I mean, that's probably true.
Welcome back from ads, everyone. Let me catch up on chat. Pretty decent girl. True. Alex Danvers, she's gay. Wait, is Supergirl not gay? Hold on. I do enjoy healing myself to death. I just got about it, so I miss it with context. But no, yeah, no, that's. I mean, there wasn't really any context to, you know, to get. I don't think that's pretty much. That's pretty much the whole thing. No, in Noita, one of the ways that I would heal myself involved ultimately risking my life if I wasn't doing it correctly. She is in fanfiction. Well, as we were just discussing earlier, fanfiction is actually canon. So. That would actually be such an interesting. Are there any fictional settings that, like, diegetically fanfiction is canon? And if so, how would you write something like that? Everyone's getting fanfiction? True. Star Wars? No, I think it's the opposite, right? Since after Disney bought them. Until the acquisition. Okay, yeah. Until the acquisition struck. Wait, no. That grub is not in Logic, is it? Fuck, did I leave Pogos on? Why am I a stupid fool?
Eddie, did you like not actually update your YAML? Did you send
No,
like an old
dwarf,
YAML?
I don't. Yeah. I'm a buffoon. I don't update things. I live in the past.
What? Amazing. I've never...
No. What do you? I hate this. I hate this so much.
So apparently, if
I.
do you want to know how to do that?
Yes, please.
So okay, so when you go back in the room, I would clear the areas around because those guys are all annoying.
It's just this guy I need, right?
Yeah, so you'll just need that guy, but you stand on the platform on the right and jump a few times so that it's in the air, and then run to the right, and then it'll float into that like into the little alcove, and then you run back left and get back on the platform, and it'll come over to you.
Oh, I see. That's stupid.
That being said, also, what is your frames per second right now? Do you know?
30. You mean in game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You might want to enable VSync.
What the fuck do you mean?
No, never mind. You're okay. You're good.
No, stop. No, what?
Well, you were good.
Well, I wasn't though, because like it immediately like.
You had it right. You just missed the platform when you were going up. But like that was the right setup. You don't want to reset the room now.
Why?
Because it's a lot harder to do it if it's not coming from the left from the like beginning. So basically the Vengefly like does the circular motion, so it kind of does like a cycle when it starts coming for you. So it is a lot easier to do it with a reset room usually than resetting it. Nice. Oh,
Well, I reset it myself. Damn it.
Excellent. Yeah. But yeah, flying enemies in particular. Oh, that's a good question, Steph.
Oh no, did he?
That
Oh,
could...
I'm gonna have words with him. Like, hold on. Let me check. I'm pretty sure I did it to myself. But also, thank you, Elish. I appreciate it. Uh, I I'm I feel pretty confident I did it to myself. But if I didn't, where is it?
But yeah, any flying enemy.
No, I did it to myself. No, enemy focus or zombies. I used an old animal.
Rip.
Yeah, ripperoo.
Yeah, any of the flying enemies technically do a check that happens on the wrong, like it's not on the physics frames. So, any of the flying enemies move significantly faster if your frame rate is faster. And
What's up, Survey?
in some cases, you do want that for some enemy pogos, but in most cases, they're just significantly easier with slower enemies.
Right.
They usually
Oh, do I need to...
play around 120 frames a second and feel like that's a comfortable speed for everything.
Let me see what I have. The video... Async is on.
Okay.
But I don't... Oh, frame rate cap. On... Oh, but that turns async off.
Yeah, I mean, if V-Sync's on, then just put it, that I thought it was fast for a moment, but it's fine.
Word.
Mostly for a brief moment, it looked like it was moving at the faster speed. But then when you actually like reset the room and did it, I was like, oh, okay, I just was looking at it. But that is why I asked, because I just thought it was faster.
I see. Yeah. Using an old piano? Listen, I'm pretty sure I did it on my break during EG48, so I don't want any shit. I was raising money for the Rainbow Railroad. And we raised 420, and I'm proud of that. 420. Yeah. 420. That's like the cadence on that is so hard to distinguish from just saying 420 twice, but it's 424.20. Which is just 420, but... Thank you, Spot. That didn't need to be saved for posterity. False Night. That's not too bad to do with literally nothing, right?
The vanilla experience would have you do it with nothing, yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I feel like I don't remember having any movement to do it, so...
Yeah, Moloch is intended to be able to be done, like, with no movement, without any, like, real issues. But it's also meant to be...
Real issues? Who's determining whether my issues are real or not?
It was meant to be something where, like, people that like to do extra things will enjoy that they can get, like, a little thing and do it early, and it, like, I've done a thing that clearly feels like it wasn't supposed to be done early.
Right, yeah.
Whereas, like, otherwise, players are probably going to come back to it. Like, they set it up so that you literally do not need, like, Mantis Claw to go up there. But players that aren't, like, really assessing things will feel like they need something else to go to it, kind of thing.
I mean, I made it all the way there, and then I died to Moloch over and over, and I was like, you know, this is just, like, not fun, so I'm gonna, like, just come back when I can. And then I at one point got scared that I actually needed to do that to proceed, and I was like, wow, this game sucks. But then I found another way to go forward. And then it took many more hours for me to conclude, wow, this game sucks. If all fanfic is canon, then I can just start making up edit quotes. That's, I think that's an extension of the idea. Guess who just went live? Other than Dim Sum? Because I just saw Dim Sum go live.
I'm so confused. I'm not finding the thing I'm looking for, even though I know it should be here.
Oh, Peepus and Beavers. And the Zip Sub is streaming with them. I see. Progressive spaceport for try. How does that work? Like, do you just, like, are you in, like, the Stone Age and you just, like, have a spaceport and you're like, we don't know where it came from, we don't know what the fuck it does, or what it is. But, you know, we're gonna worship it, and we're gonna see if that, you know, gives us anything over long enough time. False Night with just Pogo, kind of blows, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. She gets a spaceport that argues for UBI and universal healthcare. Base. Technically, you can quote from mobile now, but it just requires a lot more effort. Wait, why am I trying to go through here? I can't do any of this. I guess I can get several of the things. Why do I have pogos on? I just realized, why do I have pogos on? Why do I have pogos on? Why do I have pogos on? Pogos are ads. So many of the pogos are just bad. Why am I like this?
Because you're trying to get better at Hollow Knight.
I'm not. I'm forgetful, and I do things to myself that past me doesn't have to deal with. It's only future me, and past me knows that. That's the worst part. Past me is like, future me is gonna be so mad. It'd be hilarious. Should I just do an after the exclaiming quote? That's his words. I hate that guy. Just a jerk. Yeah, right. So the way that you quote from mobile, and then paste the message, yeah, it's, so it would be, here, I'm going to put a space after the relevant things. It's like, yeah. So that would be pointless to do, because if you don't put a username, if you don't put an @ it defaults to me. But that's just because it's special cases to me, because otherwise you can just reply quote people. It's mostly for people I'm like co-streaming with, so that like it's easiest to make quotes of me, but like if I happen to be streaming with someone and they say something very funny, you can quote them. That's for only VIPs and mods though. In this, it's the same level of permissions as like quoting me, because ultimately I don't want people just fabricating quotes. But it does have the knock-on effect of technically you can quote people in chat from mobile if you're a VIP or mod. Oh shit, I killed everyone. You know what? This check is just actually not in logic. You may have heard it was in Logic, and
Is it Geo
they were
Rocks?
liars.
Do you have Geo Rocks going?
Huh?
Is it Geo Rocks?
No, it's actually no. That's not in Logic.
So you don't
What I
have a
was thinking
dream
of
nail,
is-
right? Like if you don't have a dream nail, then the other thing.
Yeah, right. Also, I think I just self-blocked myself. I mean, I can finish work, but I was guessing the syntax would be make it sriracha noodles. Nice. Oh, that's fascinating, Spock. That's a fascinating idea. So the reason that wouldn't work. No, you're good. It didn't make a new quote because you didn't have any quotation marks. So the reason why that wouldn't work is because my bottom doesn't actually log chat messages. Because I don't want to have to store them. But I will probably eventually set it up so where they do log chat messages, optionally, in a similar way to how Dwarf logs chat messages, which is having a Discord channel that is specifically for, like, you can only chat in it if you are Oh, that reminds me. Can someone actually put this in upgrades? Because I don't think it ever got put there, but like integrated like bottom streamer spoil chat, like streamer spoiler chat. Because that was something that I actually wanted to do. Basically, I will probably do logging like that, and I could expand quoting to facilitate that once I do that. But like, I just don't have any of the facilities. So what bottom end does right now has to be restricted to the content of a singular message. Everything bottom end does is just a single message that invokes bottom end. The replies are because on the IRC side of things, the IRC mess actually bundles. How do I get up there? Wait, what? How do I get these?
You go left a little bit and go up.
Oh, you can start up there from somewhere else?
No.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm just a buffoon.
It's okay.
No. But yeah, eventually there will be, like, much more robust chat support from Bottom. And one of the things that I'd like to do is for Bottom to be able to actually give the streamer a window that recreates chat and that has a function that you can call that will basically exclude the message from being sent to the streamer's chat so that in chat people can discuss spoilers openly, and the streamer won't have to worry about it. And like it will also not be forwarded to the actual on-stream chat. Because I think that would be sick.
It would be so good. Like,
It would be
honestly,
great. Like,
anyone that streams like a lot of stuff that is spoiler sensitive would be very good for it.
Yeah. let's go over here and do this.
I'm back with rice.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Being a buffoon is tight. True, Elish. True. I'm a buffoon every single time I stream, and you know what? I'm glad.
Queen, will you mail me some rice?
What?
Can you mail me some of that rice?
Or just drive it down.
That's true. That you know that would be faster if you leave right now.
I think Dwarf is saying that he wants you to leave the voice call, which is
No, you can
frankly
stay on the
kinda rude.
voice call. That's what mobile's for.
Fair.
Yeah, Twitch mobile is for advanced texting and driving.
Jesus Christ.
Sickles, hello. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. I am gonna be honest, I probably need to take a break because I finished my lime water! Hold on. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment. One moment.
Dwarf, did you quit and make that backup?
Ah, you know how I totally said I was going. Wait, actually, okay, no, I did make
Alright.
I did make the one I have fixed audio. Yes, I did make that one. I haven't
okay.
made the one that I was gonna make after I finally bought the things that I wanted to buy here. Because
Oh, you finally got them.
yes, I got the things that I wanted, so I'm somewhat caught up to where I was when I died yesterday.
Perfect. Now, I'm gonna, hold on. Can I do it again?
But I'm gonna take a
I
break
think it'd be cool
shortly
and refresh.
so that I will go get more water and probably go heat up some of my leftover chicken lasagna.
You should go take a break and get water and get food, and before you do all of that, make a backup.
I will make a backup when I go do the thing.
You're contractually obligated. I reminded you to do the thing. You said
Okay, but
you're
that-
contractually obligated to do the thing no matter what it is.
See, I no the thing, but normally.
No, I think you agreed, and I think that's all that
Okay,
matters.
when I agreed to it, it's because I thought you were describing what it is, but you were not describing what it is.
I think I did describe what it is. Which is why you agreed.
No.
Yeah, no, I think so.
No.
Yeah.
No, the thing is whatever I decide it is at the time of redemption.
Well, but see, the thing is that that's not what you said, right?
Okay,
and I thought you were totally
listen, I thought it's what I was saying.
Are you not a toad of your word?
Not a lot of times actually, no. Just
That's true.
words
You
just
do
kind
have
of
a
flow
whole
out. I don't
apology
know.
channel thing. Apology video channel.
Why are you sitting on my hand? Why? Why have you come over here? Oliver just
Learning from
walked
tangent.
over and was like, "Man, your hand would be great for my butt. I'm just gonna sit right on it." Like, why?
Tangent behavior for real.
It's like
Except
you know, I've heard.
instead of her butt, she uses her hand, which is much more cute.
I was like, I've heard of this new sitting on hands thing.
He just wants to be on a person. He's not laying on you. He was laying on me,
Yeah.
and then got up and went over there and was like, "Yeah."
But the cats normally lay on you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. We have boundaries normally. If I'm at my desk, you don't normally sit on me. Why are you like this? Good sir.
He just wants some love. Let's go up around to get there. You good deal. Sitting on hands is nothing. I saw Tang sit on a mic. It's true. Tang sat on my mic the other day. So I just had to talk to my had to talk to Sorbet through Tang. Because she just looks so cozy. I couldn't tell her to move my mic. AT&D, the unholy crossover nobody asked for. AT&D. Sorry, that message is a little bit older. I didn't see it initially.
Oh, I don't know
What is AT&D?
I assume this is like AT&T, but with Discord? Was this in response to the driving? I don't know.
Cat in the bed in my spot. That's true. That is a very
advanced
frequent...
texting and driving. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
But also,
New pictures.
AT&T combined with D&D.
Excellent. Full marks. No notes.
What does the AT and AT&T stand for?
I feel seeing someone got me. True.
American Telephone and Dragons.
Oh dear. Oh, this better not be a fucking pogo. I'll cry. It's gonna be a pogo, because it's always a pogo. It's a fucking pogo, and those bastards killed the Vengefly. Ah! Okay.
For what it's worth, if I miss the Vengefly once, I just kill myself to that very first Gome, and then it's a very easy shade skip.
Yeah, I guess that's true. No! Okay. The thing is, I have so much money. I don't want to, like, risk it. But, you know what? I'm gonna risk
It's a
it.
very easy
And it
shade skip. Very easy.
May or may not be for a biscuit. Forgot I haven't had sriracha in a long time and I put it in my normal amount. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna rip-a-roo.
Yeah, Cadus, that's what happened to me. So I've mentioned this before, but like I used to eat a lot of spicy food. And I had this like pepper blend from a spice shop that I used to use all the time because I don't like vinegar, so I don't really use like hot sauce, but I do use like dry spices. And then I got some really bad ulcers at one point in my life, so I couldn't eat any spicy food for about a year and a half or so. And then I was just like, all right, well, you know, everything's all good. I like had a tiny bit of spicy food to make sure it wasn't secretly like triggering the like ulcer stuff. And that was all like actually gone. And I was like,
Dwarf.
okay,
You lied to me.
What are you doing?
What? It is easy.
I didn't gain any height off my shade. Like,
What did you do? Wait, I wasn't watching. How did you not get up there? What? I don't understand.
I don't know. I somehow managed to gain 0 height from both of my pogos off my shade.
So you do, so like for a lot of skips in Hollow Knight, especially like the shade skips, you do want to jump a little bit before you go to pogo it, because you want it to go higher first.
Yeah.
So like you kind of jump up the hole a bit.
Wait, I think Vinaj is being a wingman. Sorry, I just noticed. I really love spicy food. That means you.
That is very good.
Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on. I need to kill you now. Get up here. Ow. Told my doctor I couldn't have spicy food. I told him he could try spicy for my cold, dead hand.
The problem was if I had any spicy food, I thought I was dying. But yeah, then I was like, okay, I'll go back to eating spicy food, and I tried like my seasoning that I've been using, and all of my spice tolerance was gone, just completely gone.
That's so tragic.
Yeah.
Alright, I only have like 2 more checks. No,
All
three
that for
more checks?
calcium.
Then you could just start a steel
Oh,
sword.
right.
Did you know that regular? I don't think Archie lets you do it, but the regular randomizer lets you do a steel soul rando if you want to.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that's fascinating.
It is.
Tempting. Very tempting.
Is Horny trying to do subliminal messaging?
It's a reference to something I don't know if I've seen.
Wait, yes, you have. There's no way you haven't seen that.
What's it from?
It's from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, then I haven't seen it in a while.
Yes, but you have seen it.
Yes.
I
I've
have
seen
not
that exactly once in high school.
It's.
I have definitely heard of it, but I've never actually seen it myself.
I mean, I feel like a lot of like Mel Brooks stuff, it doesn't necessarily age well, and it wasn't necessarily great at the
Yeah.
time.
Right.
But
right.
like, I don't know. There's definitely lines. I feel like that's a lot of Mel Brooks stuff. There's lines that are funny and stand out as still being good. But like the thing as a whole,
I think that's like one of the things about like a lot of Earth obelisk. That's important. I think that's the thing about like a lot of you know, stuff that ages poorly is that like there are things that at the time are like on the fringe of acceptability, and like that's the kind of humor that they're going for, right? And a lot of it exits acceptability fully, right?
yeah.
But then like some of it actually like still captures a like aspect of humor that like was not actually problematic, right? But like was more of like was on the edge of acceptability for like more like pearl clutchy reasons, right? Okay, we have these checks down here, and then we're good to go. This took a lot less time than I was expecting.
See, because you luckily didn't start with a ton of movement and had 100 checks to go get.
Yeah.
It looked like you had
Yep.
2 checks in King's Pass.
What?
Georocks.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. Yep. Sucks. Guess they'll just stay unchecked forever.
If they're in King's
You can
Pass, you
bench
can
for it.
just warp straight back there.
No, I know. I will.
Okay. A lot of people don't actually realize you can. This is like a common thing, so.
That's fair.
God, there was like one more thing I wanted to buy before I made this backup, and I don't remember where it is. Oh, it was the black hole. Where did
Yeah,
the
you should
black
probably flail around looking for it, risking your life and
die.
limb
Yes.
Yeah,
until you
yeah.
find it, and then make the backup.
I'm glad you understand.
Yes.
There it is. Oh my god, finally. No, I need a little bit more money. Okay, hold on. I shouldn't have bought the other thing on my way over.
I thought, Dwarf, your scream made me convinced that you got like polymorphed.
No, I just, on my way to go to the spot, I bought another thing, and that thing
Any
put
more
me
left?
just shy of affording the thing.
And so now you have to actually risk life and limb getting some money.
Yeah, but it's fine. What
Wait,
are the
where the
odds of
fuck is
dying?
this?
Go left.
I was, and it wasn't anything.
You didn't go
Eddie,
left.
you need to learn a very
I did go
fundamental...
left! I did go left!
Eddie,
You didn't go left far enough.
Eddie, you need to learn
Well, evidently.
fundamental rule of games in general.
Oh, it's 1 rupee. That's very good.
All gamers start by going left when presented.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, basically.
The 2D platformer, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is that,
What?
like, because of, like, Mario, basically...
Wait, what?
So because of Mario, like, making people think, oh, you go left to right, the most common trope is to hide something at the start of a game by having the player go left when they're presented with it being obvious to go right. So almost every game hides something to the left.
Okay, I misheard you. I thought you said every gamer goes left.
Yeah, gamers
I was
go
like,
left.
Yeah. If you don't go left, you're not a gamer.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank goodness, frankly.
I think the other one is hug the wall while you fall. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so
You
that
were
should be
doing it
everything.
before I was saying it because I'm
It's
on
true.
stream
It's
delay.
true. It's true. It's not that long, is it? I mean, like a couple seconds.
Wait, to get where?
What's quote 800 gonna be?
I don't know. Rule 1 of a JRPG is always go the wrong way first. Okay, so that is a navigational thing that I do. Like, I do that. The reason that I wasn't there is because I literally went far enough and the camera stopped moving, which translated to me that there actually was a wall. But Hollow Knight is a game that doesn't like you, and so it just stops moving the camera until you press your face against what would be the wall and keep walking.
Yeah, that also is how it works in most of the games.
Well, most of the games are stupid then.
You say jumping into a gome?
I actually had already. That was, you see, stream delay, right? That happened.
So what you're saying is the
Hey, I found
optimal way to communicate
My
is to all mute each other in Discord, only watch the streams, and then communicate by 3-second delay.
yeah,
that sounds optimal
that
to
sounds
me.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Alright, that is all my checks in Hollow Knight that are in Logic.
Oh yeah.
Which means I feel like I should probably do another game before I swap to Noita, since I've been streaming for like less than 2 hours. Most of the games are stupid then. that is quote 800. It's true.
I mean, can you like open your trackers real quick and just see what has the most checks to go get?
Yeah, I could.
Oh my god,
And then I'll pick the one that has the fewest.
Somebody sent me stuff, so now I have Noita in Logic. So I'm gonna make a backup and then actually swap back to Archie Noita.
Go